Hi guys and welcome. Today we're going to be making more of this. These are super greens. I don't know if you've ever seen them on Amazon or at your grocery store, but generally they're quite pricey. But if you do it yourself, it's a great way to preserve your spring and summer harvest from your garden, and also a great way to slip extra nutrition that you generally can't taste into your diet. You can put them in stews, smoothies, soups, sauces, and if you have kids, this is very useful, or if you're just an adult that doesn't really care for leafy greens, this is also a great way to get them into your diet without really tasting them. So stay tuned as we process more super greens. You know? Yeah, you see. There's so many greens. Okay, we have every tray full to bursting with longevity spinach and a few tree coloreds. So I'm going to put this on 180 and we'll let it sit overnight. Okay, it looks like these all dried up really crispy. I'm going to check there's no extra moisture in here and then get these jarred up. So this is what I got out of all of those leaves, and this is quite a bit crunched down, but I do know that this will be less once I run it through the food processor. So I have all of it in here. I had a jar worthful. And if this works well, then it should crumble down into dust when I process it. So let's see. Looks pretty dusty. Let's see. This food processor's kind of old. You have to press down on it. This isn't going. Why isn't it going? This little contact isn't. Okay, so our food processor chose this particular moment to die. So what I got was not a powder, since I couldn't run it for long enough, but it was a very fine, sort of extremely finely chopped. And there is some powder in here. So it's a mix of powder and finely chopped, which I think will work well, honestly. So I'm going to put this back in the jar and I'll see how much I got. Get the knife out of the way so I don't cut myself. That's what it looks like up close. I think you can see a little better there. And yes, I do have clean hands, in case you were wondering. This is primarily longevity spinach, but there are some tree collards in here. So this is an extremely healthy powder. Longevity spinach is supposed to be chock full of good vitamins, although I don't know exactly which ones. It has a good reputation, and before I started growing it, everyone raved about how healthy it was. I know it has, you know, your vitamin K from your leafy greens, but how exactly it may differ from your regular spinach substitute, I do not know. And since this is all homegrown, I know exactly what sort of chemicals were used on it. None. So that's even healthier. And we actually just used it in this pasta sauce, which normally has no greens in it. Sorry about the mess. This is a messy project. Lots of little green things flying everywhere. And don't even get me started on what the floor looks like right now. So, yep. And this is what it came out to after food processing. If it was a powder, I'm guessing it would go even lower, maybe a half of this quart jar, but 3/4 a quart jar for all of those leaves. Not too bad.